I'm not a bad slime slurp. Ah. Hey everybody, TK here, and welcome to my unboxing review of the Figma. That time I got reincarnated as a slime, Rimuru Tempest. I am so excited for this. I watched this show after watching Rising of the Shield Hero because I wanted to watch some more isekai goodness, and this is another one that people bring up a lot. They say that it's really, really great, and god damn, this show was great. I absolutely loved this show. I will say that the final arc of season 1 was a little boring for me. The one where he goes and teaches Shizu's students. That one was a little bit boring for me. But then season 2 came and holy shit, dude. Season 2 was even better than the first part of season 1, man. Oh my god. I love this show. Honestly, when season 2 of this show beat Mushoku Tensei in the Anime Awards last year, I was like, bullshit. There's no way it's better than Mushoku Tensei. But after watching it, nope, I was wrong. Crunchyroll was totally right. This show was infinitely better than Mushoku Tensei, man. This show is so good. I absolutely love it. And I love this character, and I absolutely had to get this the second I found out there was a Figma of him. He is such a awesome character. This dude is just, this guy is basically, this show is about this character who gets reincarnated into a new world. That's like, you know, the title of the time I got reincarnated as slime. He dies and gets reincarnated as slime. And he's so insanely overpowered, and he has like so many abilities, and basically you watch this guy become like a lord, become like a king. You watch him build his kingdom and his country, and you watch him gain his followers, and it's so great because he's such an amazing leader that you completely, like, you understand why his followers are so loyal to him and why they'll never leave his side and why they love him so much, because he is such a great king and such a really, he's just a really great person. And yeah, it's just really awesome to watch him, like, to just watch it go. It's kind of like a slice of life where you just watch him kind of rule over the country, except for in season 2 when a lot of shit goes down in season 2, and season 2 really did, like, step it up a lot. Like, I loved the first part of like, season 1 for the most part was really good, but season 2, like, took it to the tens, man. And I think I've gone on enough. I absolutely love this show. Like, there you go. I absolutely fucking love this show. But I'm really excited for this now. I'm gonna try and keep my expectations to a little bit lower because the last Figma I looked at was a little bit disappointing, but I'm really hoping this guy will be just as awesome as I'm hoping he is. So, without further ado, let's unbox him. Holy shit, guys, this might be the best Figma I have ever messed with. Let's get into this. Here is Lord Rimuru Tempest, and dude, this figure is amazing. Here he is in all of his glory. Well, he's not really a he, he's a slime. You know, actually, you know, if we're being this is actually the real figure here. This is actually Rimuru, but of course, you know, here we have Rimuru, all jokes aside. This figure is so good. Like, oh my lord, this figure takes, like, man, how do I explain this? This figure takes all the great aspects of the Figma Nezuko and gets rid of all the fiddliness and puts it in a much more fun body, and it is really just an absolute amazing improvement over almost any Figma ever. The only one, I've only had him out of the box for like 3 minutes, and I think the only Figma that he's competing with right now for the best one I've ever messed with is Rem. Rem is really fucking good, so we'll see throughout this review if he turns out to be better than Rem, but oh my god, dude, he looks amazing. Look at the face sculpt. They nailed the eyes, man. I was really worried that if they would get the eyes right, because the eyes are so important to get those golden yellow eyes, and they nailed it. They knocked it out of the park. You can see them so well. I will say, it looks like his face is recessed a little too far back into his hair. Like, let me see here. I wonder if there's something going on with the hair here. Let me see here, because it looks like his face is, or maybe like the hair is just, actually, you know what? I think they're trying to do that, actually. Because that is actually kind of what he looks like, isn't it? Doesn't it? It does kind of look like in the show his hair is kind of pushed more forward. And honestly, if you think that's an issue, that won't even be an issue if you put him with the mask on, which I kind of thinking about putting him with the mask, man. That mask is dope as fuck. So, yeah, but man, they nailed the face sculpt. It looks amazing. They nailed the hair as well. Looks really, really good. This little piece does look a little bit ugly, but don't worry, it's there for a reason, which we'll get into. And man, like, just like with the Figma Nezuko, one thing I loved about the Figma Nezuko is how they put the robe on joints and stuff, and this guy, they did the same thing. They put the robe on joints and stuff, and they also put joints on the scarf. Oh my god, dude, this Figma is so good. Like, holy shit, dude. This Figma is amazing. This is exactly what I needed after the Naofumi Figma really did disappoint me a good amount. It's still a good figure, but man, dude, this thing blows that figure out of the water. He's so good. Look at the sculpting right here on his robe right there, on the scarf right there. So nice. And it's not fiddly either. It does, you can just leave it right there. Although I wish it didn't move around as much, but honestly, if you really wanted to, you could super glue it in place. I don't know if I'm gonna be doing that, but I can't really see you wanting to take the scarf off, because you can take the scarf off, you can pop his head off, and you can remove the scarf, which you have to do in order to get the sword on him. So you can take off the scarf if you want to, and you can have, actually, this does actually look really good. This Figma is so good. Holy shit, yeah, that actually doesn't look bad at all. It really does look like he just took his scarf off, which is not terrible. So if you want to take the scarf off, you can. I'm probably going to put it back on there because I really, really like it. It does also beg the question of, there's definitely quite a few different outfits they could have put Rimuru in. They could have put him in the Demon Lord outfit. They could have put him in the King outfit. They could have put him in this outfit, which I think is definitely a good one to put him in. Or they could maybe put him in one of the ones that he had during like the just slice of life moments when he just has like the t-shirt on and the kind of cool stuff. Man, he's such a badass. They could have put this guy in any outfit, man. They could easily re-release this figure in different outfits, and honestly, I bet it would sell because, man, this show is so damn good and this character is so damn good, and I'm just trying to come up with more things to say about him because I just don't know what else to say other than he's fucking amazing. Like, this Figma is blowing my mind right now. These little pieces right here are really, really nice. This one's a little bit looser, but honestly, no big deal. Honestly, I bet if I just brought it up a little bit more, it would be fine. Yeah, there you go. You just bring it up a little bit more, or you could just super glue it in place if you want to. Really not a big deal at all. The feet as well. Look how good they did on this figure, man. He literally looks like he just walked off of the screen. It is so, so good. Let me put his scarf back on real quick. Just like that. There we go. Just, oh my, guys, if you were thinking about getting this Figma, dude, I haven't even looked at the accessories yet, and he is already probably my favorite Figma I've ever owned. This thing is just amazing. As for standing him up, honestly, he stands up better than a lot of my other Figmas, dude. That's pretty good if you ask me. But of course, being a Figma, we do get, of course, the stand. We also have his sprue for his hands right there. So we have the stand here, although, like I said, he's standing up very well. Although, if you want to get him in flying poses with the bat wings, of course, you're obviously gonna need the stand. So that's really cool. And we have the little adapter piece right here, so we plug that in right there, and then we can plug it in right there. You're gonna need the adapter for this one because of the hair is in the way, so you're definitely gonna need the adapter for this one. But we can just plug this in, although it is a little bit tight. Move that scarf. I love those joints, man. Holy crap, that's a tight fit. But yeah, there you go. You have mine stand there, so falling over is no longer an issue. And you can put the actual real Rimuru right here if you want to. If you wanted to display him like this, that'd be kind of cool. That'd be kind of a cool way. You could have it like, this is the real Rimuru, and then you just have the body double right there, which would be kind of cool. That's not how I'm going to display him. I'm definitely going to be displaying him like this, and I'm probably just going to put this somewhere in my room, because it's just kind of cool to have a little Rimuru chilling out. But yeah, super, super cool, man. Obviously, the stand does its job very, very well. Talking a little bit about the included slime Rimuru, it looks great. The eyes are picked out nicely. Whoa, they even got like a little bubble right there. That's kind of cool. Yeah, I mean, pretty darn cool. Not really much to go over with it. It's just a little slime Rimuru, but I honestly think it's really, really, really cool, dude. So yeah, there you have that. Now, for comparison, we bring in another overpowered as all hell isekai protagonist right here, so you can see how he scales there, and I'll also bring in Rem as well, so we can have a bit of an isekai group shot going on right here. Obviously, you know, we only have a few of the best isekais represented here, but still, a lot of really good stuff here. But yeah, there you have him scales. You can see he's pretty much about the same size as Rem, maybe a little bit taller and a little bit shorter than Naofumi. One thing I'm gonna say about Naofumi, another issue I have with this figure, he's too small. I didn't realize it when I made the review, but he's way too small. Look at him. Naofumi in Rising of the Shield Hero absolutely towered above like every other character in the show. And here, he's barely bigger than Rimuru, although Rimuru is on his stand, so there is that. But here, I'll just take the stand out of the equation here. Still, barely, well, actually, he is a good amount taller than Rimuru, I guess, but still, I think he's too small. I genuinely think he's too small. Like, one more, I don't mean to turn this review into just another Naofumi rant video here. I mean, Naofumi himself is, you know, god tier character, my favorite character of all time. But just this figure, man, just really disappointed me. And just one more thing I want to say. I'll bring in one more Figma here. I'll bring in Ryuko. And, yeah, Ryuko is barely shorter than Naofumi, which is just not right. I mean, Raphtalia was like here in the show. Raphtalia was like here, and I bet Raphtalia is probably about the same size as Ryuko, and he's too small, dude. They really needed to make him smaller. I mean, it really makes me wonder how big the Raphtalia Figma's gonna get if I ever manage to get one, because, man, he's too small, man. This is just overall one of definitely the weaker Figmas, I would say. Especially compared to this magnificent fucking figure. And I'll also go ahead and bring in Nezuko as well, so you can kind of see what I'm talking about when I say how this figure really takes a lot of the things that I really loved about the Nezuko Figma and really improves upon them and gives them and puts it in a much better body sculpt. Because while Nezuko is a damn good Figma, she's a very fiddly Figma. I don't pose Nezuko all that much because she's very difficult to actually pose and then get her back into this very default pose, which is my personal way I display Nezuko, because this is how she looks like throughout 90% of her show. But yeah, I mean, I just really think they took a lot of the things with the Nezuko here, although actually, let me see something. Yeah, guys, so check this out. So Rimuru here is Figma number 511, and Nezuko is 508. So clearly, they took a lot of the issues that people said that people said that the Nezuko had, and they kind of ironed them out a little bit so they can make Rimuru a lot better. And it definitely shows, because Rimuru is so good. But with that, that's gonna round up our comparisons. Let's jump into the accessories. So first up, coming with being a Figma, obviously you get your hands right here. So you get some relaxed hands, you get some grabby hands for his sword, and you get some fist hands, very nice, and the splayed out hands that he comes with default. So very nice array of hands there. You get two alternate unmasked faces, so you get a yelling face right there, and you get a very happy, closed eyes face right there. I like this one. Let's go ahead and throw this one on him real quick. I personally think I'm gonna be displaying him with the mask, because I just think the mask is so cool. Not because Rimuru, or I guess technically Shizu's face is ugly or anything, but I just think that mask is so dope. And I don't currently have any of my other Figmas with a mask, so I like the idea of putting him up there with the mask. But yeah, you can have him right there. That looks really cute. I mean, this is a brand new Figma. This is a pretty new Figma. So, I don't know, man. If they want to give us a Shion or a Benimaru or a Diablo, I don't know. I think I might be in, man, to get some more, that time I got reincarnated as slime characters in Figma form. Gabiru would be really cool. Or Gobta and Gabiru would be really cool. A Ranga. Oh, man, if they made a Ranga that you could have and you could put him on Ranga, that would be dope as fuck. Holy shit. But yeah, I mean, that's a good face right there, man. That's a good one. And once again, to show you do also get the yelling face as well, which is also kind of cute. A little out of character, because Rimuru is usually pretty damn happy, because I mean, unlike Naofumi, this guy's life is like the best ever, man. He's a god. He's a king. Man, I hope when I die I get reincarnated as a slime. And the final face sculpt is the masked face sculpt, and this just looks so damn sick, dude. I really do think I'm probably going to be putting him with this one, just because I love the idea of having him up there with the mask, of having one of my Figmas have a mask. I just think that's so cool, because I have so many Figmas, and I love the idea of having one up there with a mask on, and this mask is so sick. I know he kind of ditches the mask after Season 1, but still, I mean, this is mainly a Season 1 outfit, so it's kind of okay. I mean, Season 2, he has has it for like the first half, and then the second half he becomes the Demon Lord and all that. So yeah, but still really, really, really cool. And that looks so sick, dude. That looks so sick. But you do also have one more option if you'd rather not have the mask on him. You can also have the mask on the side of his face like that he had in the show as well. Or you could have him holding the mask in one of his hands right here. So you get the mask here, and what you can do here, let me swap back to the regular face, and then what you do is you pop this little bit out right there, just like that, and then you can pop the mask onto the side of his face, just like that, just like he did in the show a couple times. So that is pretty cool, and once again, you can also have him holding it with, I think, this hand right here. This hand can probably hold the mask if you want that. So you have a lot of options right there with how you want to use the mask, so that is very, very, very cool, man. This Figma is, holy shit, dude. This Figma is just impressing me more and more by the second. Next up, you of course get his trusty sheath sword right here, super cool, and it even has the little Rimuru charm on it right there. That's so cool. Look at that. It's on like a little thing there. Oh my god, they outdid themselves with this figure. Holy shit, dude. Man, I bet someone, the freaking people at Good Smile Company must really like that time I got reincarnated as a slime, because they pulled out all the stops on this figure right here, man. This thing is just amazing. So let's see, how do we get this on here? Is it gonna be just like that? Although we're gonna have to take him off of the stand here. I bet we're probably gonna have to like put it through the arm right there, and then you kind of like have it down like that. But it's supposed to be down like at his side. It's supposed to be like that. So let me look at the box real quick. Okay, so I was going on the other way. So you have to go like this, or like this, and then you put it like, how am I doing this wrong here? Maybe like this. There we go. This is the one. This is the one. And then you bring it down like that, and you have it resting down there just like he has it in the show, and then you put this piece back on it just like that, and then you put the heads back just like that. And there you have him. It also makes the scarf a little bit tighter as well, so there's also that. Guys, so as I was figuring this out, he has a freaking hinge on the back on the hair here. You can see this piece right here is on a hinge that you can move out, although it doesn't move out that much, but still really, really, really cool little piece of detail right there. Really, really cool, man. This Figma is just absolutely amazing. Okay, but I do want the sheath to stay. And there you go, there you have him with the sword right there at his side right there. Super, super cool. And we can just plug the stand back in there. Like I said, this stand is very tight in there, but there you go. And you can have him with his sword right there. Now, if you want to have him actually holding the sword, what we do is we pop off this hand. Let's see, which is the hand to get him holding the sword? It's this one, okay? So, okay, so you get two. You get two, okay. I thought you only got one side, but that's very nice that they give you two. Now, Fumi, so he can actually hold his weapon in either of his hands. Anyway, just going too hard on that now Fumi Figma, aren't I? Anyway, let's see here. So plop that on there. And then it does a very similar thing to the Figma Satsuki, where you plug it, where you take the hilt out, and then you get another sword that actually has the blade right there, so you can take this and you can plug it into his hand, although it doesn't look like it's going to be an easy task here, but no, it's actually very easy. Don't pay any attention to me. There we go. And you can have him holding his sword right there, so you can have him doing all the badass poses that he's doing in the man, which opening is it? The season 2 part 1 opening. He's doing that dope ass thing with the hand, and it like lights the sword up right there, so you get that pose going on. Although admittedly, if you're gonna do that, hang on, we gotta take this out of here. Come on, give me your face. And then we gotta give him the masked face, just like that. Plug his hair back on, and boom, there we go. You can recreate that awesome moment from the season 2 part 1 opening right there, when he does that thing with the sword and it like lights it up. That's so cool. This Figma is so good. Holy shit. My god, this Figma is amazing. But last but certainly not least, we get one more thing. We get the bat wings. And once again, they knocked it out of the park with these. Look at these. We have these hinges on the side here that come out like this. It's on these joints that move back and up like this as well. This figure is just an absolute masterclass of Figma, man. This is the kind of figure that you expect from Figma, man. This right here is just, this is on a whole nother level from any other Figma ever. This is easily the best Figma ever. He was competing with Rem, but no, Rem is fantastic, but this figure is in a class of its own. This is hands down the best Figma I've ever owned. So we can plug the bat wings into the back here. We got to move his scarf out of the way right here and just plug the bat wings right here. Or I guess they'd actually be like the dragon wings, because they're Valdora's wings, right? I think they're supposed to be Valdora's wings, but we can plug them in back here just like that into the stand, and then you have another stand port right there. Okay, make sure it's actually in there. There we go, it goes all the way in, and there you go. Oh my god, dude, holy shit, Figma, you guys just pulled out all the stops on this figure. This thing is, I mean, I'm just gonna be repeating myself at this point. This figure is outstanding. Oh my god, let's try and get him in a dope-ass flying pose real quick, because this thing is, oh my lord, oh my god, my goodness gracious, man, this fucking figure. Look at that, holy shit. Oh my, dude, this speaks for itself. Bro, look at that shit, dude. This is, oh my lord. I mean, I know I've just gone on and on and on about this Figma, but I can't help it. I've never been so blown away by a Figma in my life, dude. This thing is extraordinary. Holy shit, dude. And of course, final thing you get is the bag for all the accessories. Very, very nice. But let's go ahead and jump into the final conclusions. Do I even need to say it? This is easily, hands down, the best Figma I have ever owned. This thing is extraordinary. I'm blown away by this figure, dude. I mean, he is on another level from any other Figma. Like, I can't think of one that's even close to this guy's caliber. They just, everything about this guy is absolutely phenomenal. All of the sculpting is amazing. The face sculpts, they nailed it. The accessories are fantastic. You get everything you could possibly need with him. You get the mask, you get the one that you can put on the side of his face. You get all the different face sculpts. You get the hands are great. You even get the little slime version of Rimuru. The bat wings, man, they speak for themselves. These things are so sick looking. What more do I need to say? This is probably my favorite figure I've gotten this year so far. Holy shit, I am blown away by this guy. I was expecting him to be good, but I wasn't expecting him to be this fucking good. This character deserves it, though. This character is so awesome. Awesome character, deserves an awesome figure. And honestly, because this is the most recent Figma that I own, this is definitely the most recent released Figma I own, this actually has got me really excited for my Figma pre-orders that I've got coming. I've got Yunyun from Konosuba pre-ordered. I've got Kaguya from Kaguya-sama Love is War pre-ordered. I'm definitely planning on getting Shinobu from Demon Slayer. And dude, this figure has got me absolutely stoked for those future releases because, man, I am blown away by this figure. This figure has left me absolutely speechless. So, there you have it, everybody. That is my review of the Figma Rimuru Tempest. Do not skip this figure. If you are even remotely a fan of That Time I Got Reincarnated as a Slime, 100% go online and get this figure before you can't anymore, because he is fucking phenomenal. And on that note, if for some reason you haven't watched That Time I Got Reincarnated as a Slime, do yourself a favor and go watch this absolute masterclass of isekai. I can easily say this is my second favorite isekai of all time. It's not quite Rising of the Shield Hero levels of amazing, but honestly, Season 2 came very, very, very close, man. So, there you have it. I've said everything I want to say. I am absolutely in love with this figure, so S tier 100%. Thank you all so much for watching the video. If you enjoyed it, if you did, maybe give me a like, subscribe for more anime figure reviews in the future. Let me know all your thoughts on this fucking phenomenal figure in the comment section down below. And with that being said, this is DK Guillotine, signing out. Holy Hooters!